Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kelly, and in today's video we're doing another pick a card reading. Today we're asking Spirit all about how does your future spouse see you, their first impressions of you. All of my pick a card readings are timeless, so whenever you come upon this video, a message will be ready for you. Before we begin, please give me a big like down below and subscribe to my channel for more pick a card tarot readings just like this one. If you're new to pick a card readings, here's how it works. These are the 4 piles that you can choose from. This is pile 1 with a red aventurine star. This is pile 2 with a rose quartz heart. This is pile 3 with a carnelian heart. And this is pile 4 with a moon-shaped opalite. I'll give you some time to meditate on the cards and choose a pile that you feel the most drawn to. Please use your intuition when choosing your pile, and if you feel drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch multiple piles. There may be more than one message in this video for you today. After you're done deciding, scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp to skip to your reading. Tarot is an intuitive and insightful way to read the current energies surrounding a situation. If you ever hear something you do not like in a reading, please don't give up or get discouraged. Remember that you have 100% free will over your life and you could change the course of direction at any time. My intention with these readings is to help gently guide you to a better path for your mind, heart, and soul. So never get discouraged about what you may hear because it may end up being the activation you need to change course. With that being said, I'll give you some time to start meditating on the cards. You can close your eyes or hover your hand over the cards to see if you feel any sensations on a certain pile, or you can simply meditate on the cards and choose a pile based off of your gut feeling. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the red aventurine star, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get right into it. In today's reading, we're going to be channeling your future spouse's first impression of you. When this person meets you, they're going to think that you are their wish come true, that you are literally everything that they could possibly ask for with this 1111 card. That's the first thing that we started off with. They also think that you're very, very royal with the Emperor card. And they think that your masculine energy, even if you're a female, is very, very strong. You have really good leadership qualities. Even if you are in a very feminine embodiment, they could just tell you're a boss. And then they're going to feel like they can't immediately approach you, or they're shy to approach you with that hanged man. Their first impressions of you are so grand, they don't want to make the wrong thing. And also they think that you might be hard to get, which is why they're delaying coming and talking to you. And I just saw 111 on the clock. They just think that they're going to be needing to have a lot of money to come and speak to you because it seems like that's what you require. Not because of shallow things. It's because they could tell that you get that all for yourself. You provide for yourself very, very well, that they know that they need to come correct with some good energy. They could also tell that you're a very strong person, that you're able to tame your own self and the people around you with that strength card. You might also have Leo in your chart, or they see you as this very Leo-esque type of person. And also they like how you treat your friends, because this card is talking about generosity and giving and receiving. So they might have seen you with your friends, or if you're in the same workplace together, then they're seeing that you are just somebody that can give exactly what they get and even more sometimes. You're just a very awesome person in that I literally heard, I rarely say that word, but you're literally an awesome person. They think you're an awesome person, and that is so sweet. And I got on the astro dice Mercury in the first house in Taurus. So they think you're literally beautiful because that first house is your appearance, your rising sign. This is how you present yourself to the world. And they think that you're gorgeous because Taurus is a very earthly, sensual, beautiful sign. A lot of Taurus even can be in the beauty industry. You might be in the beauty industry. And Mercury in the first house, you have really good communication and you look young for your age as well. They definitely thought you were a lot younger than you were too. This special person that is coming into your life, their first impressions of you are just so beautiful. They're so nervous by you and they just feel like you're literally going to be somebody that's hard to get, but they're willing to go 10 toes down all business on you because they just feel like you're a once in a lifetime opportunity. That's literally what I heard. Let's get some more cards. Can't show the imagery of this card because there's nudity, but the card itself, the text, here it is. If you want to pause to read, I'll read it to you. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. That's a quite intense card. What that's telling me is they have resentment of the past. They might have been burned in the past, and their perception, that fear that they just can't come towards you, or I just literally heard they're not allowed to come towards you, is from their past. That is not your problem. You just keep shining and they are not going to be able to resist. They're going to come towards you, but they do have things to work on. So if you also felt this spark with somebody that's coming into your life, it's because they just have, okay, Spirit's giving me, okay. So if this person had a bad relationship in the past, they're just automatically 4 for 4 on the clock. Assume that every single relationship might end that way. That's the reason why they're not going full force towards you. They seem like they're taking a slow approach towards you. Spirit is showing me this person is worth the wait, but they're gonna have to do some internal work before they can come fully towards you. Let's get more cards. All right, yeah, this makes sense. I got sextile. Go ahead and look at the imagery of the card. This card says a combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation. The potential of facing their fears and coming towards you is something that they're really grappling with. I'm also seeing this person is somebody that for some of you, you will see once while you're with friends, and that way they can observe how generous you are. Put that in any situation, coworkers, whatever. They see you once and they can't stop thinking about you, and then they try to run into you again. I just saw 555 on the clock. It's either for some of you, it's a one-time thing that they see you and then they actively try to go back to that coffee shop or whatever to see you again. For some of you, I'm seeing this is a person that you run into a lot, whether you go to the same gym, you go to the same grocery store, you go to the same place regularly, and they see you a lot, but they are really, really hesitating to come up and talk to you essentially. But you're also feeling that spark. You've seen them as well. This is something that you will be noticing as well. You're also attracted to this person, but you're not going to make the first move. They are also hesitant to make the first move. Okay, so let's see. Oh, but let's just stay positive because we got the positivity card. There's a little Leo. There's a North Node sign that's telling me you guys are destined and fated to meet. This person needs to get over their fears and talk to you because they are magnetized towards you. They're drawn towards you. The moment that they first lay their eyes on you, they can't stop thinking about you. That's what Spirit told me. They think that, look at this beautiful flower. This is the marigold flower. I love gardening, and marigolds are one of the top flowers that people were recommending to grow. I didn't end up growing them, but literally on every list for beginner gardeners or gardeners that like to cut their own flowers or have a cut flower garden, marigolds came up so many times because there's a lot of different varieties. They're easy to grow. You're an easygoing person. You shine. Your bright orange flowers really stand out in the garden, so you stand out to them, but they just need to face that fear. They have to, because you're literally fated. And what else does this say? Well, obviously it's the positivity card, and there's a little sun and a dream catcher. That's telling me that literally you're their dream girl or guy. Okay, let me be more specific. Okay, if you're a girl, a feminine, then the masculine, I think, should be chasing you. You can give hints, but you gotta let him chase you. Okay, you gotta let him chase you. That's just my opinion. You can have a different opinion, but I just don't believe in spiritually going after a man. Don't make it easy for them, please. And you're a star, you're the sun. You're literally the dream girl of their dreams, and they need to face their fears to get you. But I'm telling you, I heard it earlier, they're going 10 toes down trying to pursue you. We're also getting Earth. You might be an Earth sign, they might be an Earth sign. That's gonna be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like it's them. They have really earthy energy. They're all about the wealth, the abundance. Remember earlier in the beginning of the reading, I literally said with this King of Pentacles that they thought that they're gonna need to have some serious coin to come approach you because you're literally gorgeous. I got Mercury in the first house in Taurus. You look younger than you are. You freaking are beautiful. You might be in the beauty industry. You're always on point. That's what I'm hearing. Your outfit's always on point. Your hair's always on point. Your makeup's always on point. You don't have any bad days. That's what I'm hearing. He just feels like he needs to be so earthy, so grounded, so in his provider to be able to approach you, because he thinks that a lot of providers are coming at you. And what else does this say? This card says persistence patience, and practicality. That's giving me these two cards, and it's also obviously the Emperor, which I think he thinks you are very hardworking. He needs to be also equally as hardworking. He also sees himself as a leader as well. Okay, I'm literally hearing this is a person that works very, very hard and has very practical life goals. And when you come into their life, they feel like they are feeling emotions almost for the first time. Remember, we got this emotions card. They just got a lot of emotions that they haven't felt in years for some of them when they saw you, which is you're basically their muse. And we got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is actually a very free-spirited character, limitless possibilities. It's like the prince or princess energy of the court. And they just see you as this creative being. I genuinely could see some of you in the beauty industry. I've said that like 4 times already. Or that's what they think your career is, or that you have a creative career because of your generosity that they saw you have, your beauty, and the way that you communicate is telling them and giving them ideas that you might be a creator of some sort. You could literally be a creative, an artist, a beauty person in some type of aesthetic field. That's what they're seeing of you, or they think that you are, or you'd be really good at, okay? We're also getting the energy card in number 13, very feminine number. The energy card actually says, a light inside my fire divine, energy fill me, make me shine. They see you as a long-term like goal, which I know that's like really interesting language. I don't know why spirit put it that way, but this person is an earthy person that has goals and ambitions, and I heard KPIs. They are thinking in work terms at all times. They're literally thinking, how do I pursue this person? How do I begin contributing to this person's life? They're a very practical person. I definitely think they have earth energy, either Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because the way that they're going to show love to you might not be the emotional way where you guys are talking. They're really there for you emotionally. It's more like they're there for you practically. They're a very practical person, whether that's like paying for stuff for you, helping you with your business, setting things up for you, building things for you. That's literally the way that they see you. That's the way that they show love. They just felt like these two cards together, and with this too, like these three, just literally makes me feel like this person, all they do is work. They might not have that much energy. You're like the fun that's going to be added to their life. That's how they perceive you. You're the beauty, you're the humor, you're the energy, you're the conversation. They seem like somebody that might not talk a lot. They might be the stoic type. I just heard a man of very little words. That's why they can't even come talk to you. They're scared to come talk to you. They don't want to fumble on their words. They don't want to mess up. They want to come and correct and impress you. It's very tough for them right now, but that is their problem. They will have to get over that fear to come talk to you. And I got the cleansing card, the number 25, if that's significant to you, and Gemini is on here. So maybe this is your energy. I'm definitely getting more, this is your energy. 2 + 5 is also 7, if that is significant. And this is the lemon card. So cleansing, the moon, Gemini. I feel like you just need to continue to be yourself. That you are, I just heard lemons make lemonade. I just feel like you're a very, very positive person, and this person is more of a stoic, and you just need to continue being yourself. You're gonna end up seeing this person multiple times, and if it takes them all those times to come talk to you, okay. And with this Gemini on here, I just feel you still need to just be your natural, bubbly self at all times. I feel like you already are always like that, but not for this person to come talk to you or feel better to come talk to you. It's just being your natural self is going to attract the people that are most attracted back towards you and your energy. So that's what I'm getting. Let's just get another card because I'm just curious. Oh my gosh. Yay, this is a great card. So literally you got passion, and that is the 5th house, and the number on here is 43. If that's significant to you, 4 + 3 is 7. Again, we've got a lot of 7s. So I just feel like they're literally energetic about you. They're literally passionate about you. This is the first time they've felt this way in a long, long time. They know that they have to make a move. They are really persistent. They are just like really delaying it, but they know they have to do it. Just let them slowly come towards you. But this person's first impressions of you are really, really great and really, honestly, sweet. This is giving very, very sweet. It's giving shy boy energy. This is giving slow build up, but definitely going towards something meaningful. That's all I have for you today. Comment down below to claim this reading, or tell me if something has resonated with you in this reading. I love to read your comments. It's my favorite thing to do. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to this channel for more messages, and also like this video. Okay, see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the heart-shaped rose quartz, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Love that you're going to be manifesting's first impression of you is that you have a lot of options, that they feel literally that they will need to compete for you, that there is going to be competition for your heart. They think that the sun shines out of your, okay? They think you're a queen. You got the Queen of Wands. This is how they see you. The Queen of Wands is one of my favorite queens in the entire tarot deck. She's courageous. She's confident. She's a social butterfly. She has a lot of positive energy, fiery energy. She's driven. She's also really determined and independent. This is how they see you. They feel like, I just heard, I don't need no man. That's how they think that you are. They feel like they don't even know if they should approach you. They don't know if they are good enough for you. That's their own opinion of themselves projected outwards. But actually, when you're first meeting them or when they first see you, they might be perceiving you as going through something. So this could be that you just recently got out of a relationship. For some of you, it might be just a major change in your life, because the Tower does talk about major change, and the imagery for it is breaking down everything down to the root of it and digging it up and rebuilding. You might be in that rebuilding stage of your life when they first meet you. So they feel also, not only do I feel like there might be a lot of competition for this person and their heart, but that you are also going through something at this time. They don't know if it's the best time to talk to you. We're getting the Page of Swords. So they know if they want something, they're going to have to go get it. They're going to have to try to talk to you. Because I pulled the Page of Swords after the Tower, it's talking about new ideas and new ways of thinking. So maybe they think that after your breakup, you need some time, but you'll have a new idea of how you want relationships, what you want in a relationship is what I just heard. That might be happening, but they really do perceive you as someone that has a lot of options. This is talking about options. This is talking about different paths, illusions. The way I'm interpreting this because of the reading is you have all these suitors, you don't know who to choose, and they just feel like, I'm hearing that one song that goes, I thought you were too good for me, my dear. They just thought you have way too much options. You're going through something right now. Should I reach out? Should I go for this person? Their first impressions of you are you're beaming, you're glowing. They really like your demeanor. You either went to the same parties together or I've seen gatherings. They saw you. The first time they saw you was in your group, and they feel like you were the life of the party. You were this fiery queen. You looked bomb that night, okay? And we also pulled the Strength card, which is Fennel. Let me show you the card. Okay, you could pause to see. And this card is the number 19, if that is significant to you. 1 plus 9 is also 10, is 1. I'm getting Aries energy from that. Usually I don't interpret the numbers, but the energy I'm actually getting is Aries because of the Queen of Wands. You could have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. They might see you as that fiery archetype, even if you don't have it in your chart. We also have Virgo on here. That might be also in your chart, or you might just be a very practical, grounded person at the same time as being fiery. They just see you as a really strong person. They feel like you're very, very confident. Even though you went through this Tower moment, maybe losing a relationship, you kept your composure the entire time. Nothing can get you down. Oh, for some of you, this person that is interested in you, that has this first impression about you, knew a little bit about your last relationship and saw that you went through this breakup or Tower moment, and they were really shocked and surprised with how you reacted. You didn't crash out. The way that you went about it is a leadership way. It's how they perceive breakups should go. That's only a message for some of you. Not all of you are gonna resonate with that. Some of them are inquiring to their mutual friends about you and what you're currently going through and how much you've healed so they can make their move, because they want to be a nurturing force in your life. Actually, that's what I just heard. They want to be able to help you get through this. Okay, I'm getting some not so PG things, but they basically, how do I put it in a PG way? They basically want to make you forget about your ex if you have an ex. And then I'm also getting this card. This is the 7 of Coins. 7 of Coins is about perseverance. Like really, really trying. They see you as an investment. They see you as long-term potential. They don't want to date you just to date you. They want to invest in you. They want you to be their future spouse. They don't see this as for fun, somebody I'm just meeting. Like, no, they're literally planning a whole future in their heads with you. I know that's intense. I know that sounds really, really intense, but because they really think the sun shines out of your butt. Okay, so we're rolling the astro dice. We're getting Gemini moon in the 7th house. That is so resonant. Let me decipher this for you. Gemini moons would want a lot of different variety. They talk to anyone, everyone. They love ideas, so they love connecting with people. They're just constantly everywhere. This is a person that can go to 7 events in the same day and not be tired. They would just light up about it. And the 7th house is the other. And why am I talking so fast right now? Because I'm channeling into this energy. A Gemini moon in the 7th house. That's the energy. And when they see you, that's who you are. You're funny. You're talking to everybody. Everybody likes you. You're curious about things. You have a million different conversations. I saw a gathering. They saw you being able to interact in a gathering. Why is my energy just like kicked up? Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. They see you as the life of the freaking party. I think I said that earlier when I pulled up the sun. They just don't know how to put their foot in the door with you, but they know that you're the energy that they need in their life, because I'm getting they're more chilled. They're definitely not as energetic as you. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, I just pulled the Emperor. For some reason, I'm just feeling like this is a power couple. And I'm sensing this is something that they want. I'm telling you that they're thinking far into the future with you. The Emperor is Aries energy. It is authority energy, leadership energy, ambitious energy. This is literally the Emperor, literally a king, an exalted king. It's different than a king. It's the Emperor. He thinks that if he can get you, that's what I heard, because all these options that he thinks that you have, that you would be able to make him a better man. And that's why he's thinking so far into the future on his first impression of you. Because he's like, that is literally exactly what I want. That is exactly what I need. I'm channeling into his voice right now, but he literally is saying and feeling, I feel like I bring the structure, the discipline, the building of this relationship, and she's going to bring the connections. She's going to bring the networks. She's going to bring the ideas and the curiosity and the childlike fun, and we are going to freaking shine. Let me show you what I'm trying to see. Are you kidding? This is such a lovely reading so far. Let's get more cards. Okay, we got the authenticity card. Number 10, if that is significant to you. And it says, who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Honestly, I think that's how they feel about you the first time they even laid their eyes on you. They felt like you were a really authentic person. They felt like you were just yourself throughout the entire party. So back again with that gathering that I saw, I feel like they just thought that you weren't putting up a mask. It might have been a party where it was your friends, your main group of people, or you just had a lot of the people there were people that you knew. Rather than them, I feel like they knew maybe a smaller group or portion of the people at that gathering, and they just felt like you were just in your full light, being super authentic, shining your light. What I'm getting is they think you're a goddess. So we are going to pull a goddess oracle card. I cannot make this up. Are you kidding? These cards are so stuck together. I got Goddess Yi, which is the sun card, the sun goddess, literally. How many times am I gonna get the sun? Okay, look at this. Literally double sun. How many times do I have to say that the sun is shining out of your ass? I'm sensing that if they have any darkness in their life, they feel like you're going to be able to illuminate those things, and that you guys are going to be able to talk about them, and that you can literally bring them closer towards enlightenment. That's how highly they think of you. Let's pull a love oracle. I'm going to cover a little bit of this card because it's not the most appropriate, but this is the front of the card and this is the back. You can go ahead and pause to read. I'll also read it to you. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. You guys obviously haven't known each other long enough to not like things about each other, but all of those things, 444 on the clock, that they think are so positive about you, that make them feel like you're the sun, they do have those qualities too, but they just don't see it in themselves. They haven't tapped into that yet, but they see that you so effortlessly and authentically show these things, this sun moment, that they see this in them. This is a fiery character, right? And you're a fiery character. They just haven't activated fully that fieriness in them, but they have it within them. They just feel like you're going to be able to pull it out of them. What Spirit is saying is that they already have this innately within them and that they are going to activate it, but they just don't see it in them yet. They want to absorb themselves. I'm hearing that they want to absorb themselves in your femininity, in your light, in your fieriness, in your Queen of Wands energy, because they feel like being associated with that energy is going to bring that out of them. But the thing is, that's their shadow, because you both have it. I'm going to show the front of the card again. They just feel like this is the embrace that they want to have with you. I'm seeing like a lot of mystical elements in this card. Very connected, very mystical on the outer edges. It's like a universe. I'm gonna roll the astro dice again. Oh my gosh. I got Pluto in Aquarius in the 7th house. Aquarius is all about the thoughts and the knowledge. They feel like getting in a relationship with you, 7th house, is going to radically change and transform them. Literally what I was talking about, because Pluto is transformation. It is associated with Scorpio, and then Aquarius and Scorpio, actually, they're both quite karmic signs. They might even feel like you guys are karmically meant to meet each other, that you're meant to be in a relationship that is very significant. I'm not saying that this is a karmic relationship. I'm saying that it is karma. Karma can be good too. Fated, that you guys were meant to meet. He's meant to see you. He's meant to try to talk to you and combine energies with you and merge with you. That's what he wants. I'm gonna show this card again. They're merging. I feel so lit up. I just feel like he just needs to build up a little bit more courage. So that's all I have for you today, babe. If you liked this message, make sure you claim it down below, and also just comment something down below if it resonates. I love to read your comments. It's my favorite thing to do. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and also like this video. See you next time. Pile 3, if you chose the Carnelian heart, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Love that you're magnetizing into your life is going to create major change in both of your lives. This person's first impression of you is the star. The first thing we got is the star. This is Aquarius energy. You might have Aquarius in your chart. We actually also rolled Aquarius and we pulled Uranus. So lots of Aquarian energy here. They think you're so smart. They think that you're this hope, this faith, this renewal. Your hopes, your wishes, your dreams is what I just heard. You're literally their dream girl. Yes, that's right. And they have so much inspiration to go towards you and speak to you, because the Ace of Swords typically talks about mental clarity, new ideas, breakthroughs, and success. They want to have success in speaking to you and talking to you, but they do feel like there's a lot of competition for you. This card also actually talks about winning at all costs. That is the 5 of Swords. They are willing to try anything to win at all costs, win your love, win your energy, win your attention at all costs. I do sense that they're a little bit unconventional with all of this Aquarius that we're getting. You're going to have major change when you guys interact with each other. We have this Uranus card. Go ahead and look at the imagery. The number 25 also at the top. 2 + 5 is 7. And we also have the word change right there. I did tell you that I rolled Uranus as well. This is a lot. So we got Uranus and Aquarius, which are the same. And then we rolled it as well. That is major confirmation that either of you have Aquarius in your chart. We're also in the age of Aquarius right now. You might also be meeting on the internet through an app, something like that, 2 to 2 on the clock. Most likely meeting online, or you first encountered each other online. And the reason why they think that there is a lot of competition for you is because you might have a lot of followers. They might just think that you have a lot of people in your DM. They are scared that you might leave them out in the cold and not answer their DM if they DM'd you, but they really want to build up the strength to DM you or talk to you with this strength card, number 34 at the top. If that is significant for you, you can meet them in the next 34 days. You could be 34 years old. They could be 34 years old. This card says strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. So they really want to create stability for your connection. They want the connection to be strong. I just heard they don't want to be forgettable. They don't want to be like any other person. So if we're talking about DMs, they don't want to send the same old DM that you're probably getting over and over again. They want to stand out. They want to be unique. They want you to remember them, their energy, their words, the things that they're saying to you, how they're getting at you. They want to stand out and they want to come off as a strong presence. The next card I got is the Ace of Wands, and this is a very fiery energy, fiery card. This is talking about growth, potential, inspiration, and new opportunities. So they see you as an inspiration, a new opportunity, something that can go really, really far. But they are just really stuck in their heads. They got this 5 of Cups as well. This is somebody that is looking at the losses they had more than the wins. I'm interpreting this in a couple different ways. They might have had a different relationship before you, meeting you, and it might have not went well and they're dwelling on that. Or it could literally be that they have messaged you, have tried to talk to you, and the first couple times you weren't really feeling it. Or you might have just missed their DM, honestly, or their message and you didn't see it, but that's 444 on the clock. But that's not your intention. You might have just genuinely missed the message. The way that they're interpreting it is the shot has been shot, but it was not received. you. They're feeling like the ball's in your court, but I think that you genuinely just missed the message, or you did not see it, or you didn't understand it, or it didn't stand out to you, and which is their fear. Let's go ahead and move on to the astro dice. The astro dice, I got Uranus in the 8th house in Aquarius. So a lot of Aquarian energy in the 8th house. I feel like you guys are majorly going to transform each other. This person is also somebody that might know quite a bit about spiritual topics and philosophies and theologies, because the 8th house is all about mysteries and the occult, esoteric things. They might either be open to that because you're into it, or they might know a couple of those things as well. And this is something that you can connect on and you can transform together about these things. I saw 5 on the clock, and that is the number of change. So I feel like with pulling Uranus that says change, that you guys connecting is fated, and you guys are going to be changing a lot in each other's presence. We're also actually getting the 6 of Swords. This card is really just talking about escapism, escaping muddier, harsher waters for more calm waters. And water is also a relationship. It feels like that relationship that they had in the past might have caused them to feel like they need to walk away from it, but it's still remnants. For some of you, they don't want to approach you or start something new with somebody that they see massive potential in yet, until they can fully get themselves over whatever they're going through, which is actually a really honorable thing and respectful thing to do, because some people don't care and some people will not be over their ex and still try to pursue somebody else, hurting multiple people in the process of doing that. And then I'm pulling another card and I got Yang. So this person has a lot of good masculine energy. This is Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius. They could have any of those signs. You can have any of those signs. I mean, that's half of the zodiac. The Yang card is just saying positivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. This person has a lot of masculine energy. I heard if he met you in person, he would have no problem coming up to you, chatting you up, shooting a shot, doing what he has to do to get your attention. If it was in person, that's his natural state. He can just do that. But because you probably most likely are going to be meeting on the internet, or the first sighting is going to be on the internet, he doesn't know exactly how to stand out, because he wants to stand out. In person, you can stand out a lot better. You can observe the room, observe the situation. He can't observe the room. He doesn't know how many people are giving you attention. It's all a mystery. Also, the 8th house is about mysteries. So you are a mystery. He doesn't know enough about you. Even though you met online or will meet online or connect online at first, it's like your profile isn't that revealing. You're quite mysterious. You're beautiful. You're magnetic, but he just can't fully piece it all together. We just got 3 tarot cards, so I'm gonna read all of them. Literally got the Moon, which is about illusions, fears, and the subconscious mind. He's not sure. He's scared of, I don't really know how to approach her that she's gonna best receive this. We also got Justice, which is Libra energy, balance energy. He wants to come in a balanced way. Since he wants to invest in you, and since he sees you as somebody that he can have a future with, he doesn't want to use the same tactics, is what I just heard. Remember we were talking about if he saw you in person, he would just be really bubbly, really outgoing, really energetic. He's somebody that could talk to anybody, even on a friendly level. It doesn't have to be that he's interested in every single person he's talking to, but he just has that really, really fiery energy is what I'm seeing. Very masculine energy. Again, with the 3 cups, I'm sensing he wants to balance his party energy, the way that he acts in a party, with more of a thought approached way to approach you. That's exactly what I'm getting. We got the King of Swords. This is a very intellectual king, very communicative king. He's really good with his words. He doesn't have any problem charming people, and he doesn't want to use those tactics with you. He wants something completely different. He felt like he manifested you because he had a list, and you have a lot of those qualities on the list. Temperance. He's trying to keep his cool. Temperance is all about balance, moderation, patience. He wants to take the balanced approach towards approaching you because he wants it to be sustainable. The energy that I'm getting is he feels like if he goes and comes at you hot and heavy, that it might burn out, and he doesn't want it to burn or fizzle out. He wants it to be long lasting. Let's pull a goddess oracle. Literally stop. This is so cute. Look, we got Aphrodite, number 2. Very loving number, the number of 2, one and another, and it's the romantic love goddess. He just feels like you guys could have such a romantic, juicy, fun, fulfilling love, and he's like, I don't want to F this up. I cannot F this up. This is my future wife. I literally cannot mess this up. I have to come in correct. I have to come with a different energy. I have to try something I've never tried before, and he's really thinking and intellectualizing all of this. Like, who are you, babe? Because you got this man spiraling. Oh my gosh, you literally can't make this up. I just pulled a love card. Like, oh my gosh. So cute. Number 1, and it says, you got to stop. You got to stop. It says Aphrodite on this card. Like, I can't believe that. That's crazy. Holy crap. I have several different decks here. What are the odds? Okay, it says, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. He feels like you're the goddess of love. He feels like there's so much potential in your connection. Think about it. If you think somebody is the real epitome of love, your dream girl, the goddess of love, how are you going to approach her? You're going to be like, I can't approach her like any other girl. I can't approach her like she's just whoever. I have to approach her with some class. I have to approach her with some couth. I have to approach her with some strategy, literally strategy, because he wants to fight till the end for you. Where's that card? He's willing to fight to the end to get you. He thinks that there's a lot of competition for you, and there probably is. Girl, you probably do have a lot of DMs. You have a lot of suitors. I don't know if you see that in yourself, but that's what they're seeing. That's what they're thinking of you. I have so many cards here. I pulled so many cards. They wish that they could just see you in person and meet you in person. But because of the way the world is right now, everything's online. Literally everything's online. A lot of people meet online. He's gonna have to shoot his shot online. And I just pulled the memory card. This card has a North Node. Oh my gosh, so you guys honestly are fated to have met or come across each other's profiles. And it also has a sun here. And this is the Rosemary card. And there's also a spiritual book. The number 16 is also on here. 1 + 6 is 7. So if any of those numbers are significant to you, what this is giving me though is that you really stand out in his memory as well. And again, it comes back to the message I gave earlier where he wants to say something to you that's going to be memorable. Because hypothetically, if you do have as many DMs as he thinks you have, then he has to stand out in your memory because he doesn't want to just say like, hey. Literally imagine if you stumble upon the goddess of love, literally Aphrodite. You just see her at the grocery store, see her online, and you're like, hey, or sup. No, that's not how you approach the goddess. And he knows that though. I'm just trying to reiterate this, that there's no way he can approach you with anything less than the best. Okay? Oh my gosh, literally, you can't make this up. When I pull, I don't shuffle all the time. I just pull out of pick up a whole stack and whatever is at the bottom. So this is number 17. 1 + 7 is 8. 8 is if you're 8 life path, or if he is, it's all about making money. It's about ebbs and flows in your abundance, honestly. And so he feels like he has to be really abundant to come approach you. Imagine if you literally ran into Aphrodite. That's what I'm saying. Like, you would come correct. And he feels like he needs a lot of courage to do this. Read this. Well, I'm gonna read it to you. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. I'm telling you that this is a usually very courageous guy. He doesn't have a problem with approaching people at parties, whether it's male or female. He's just easily able to have success in connecting with people. But for you, he's changing the whole game. For you, he needs a new level of courage. For you, he needs to figure it out because he just feels like you are literally, I got Aphrodite, and then I got love card, looking for everything. The star. You're not only the goddess of love, you're a freaking star. He is losing his head over you. It is so cute. This is amazing. This is amazing reading. Make sure you comment down below to claim this reading. Or if something resonated here with you, make sure you tell me down below. I love to read your comments. It's my favorite thing to do. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for my channel for more readings and also like this video. Pile 4, if you chose the moon-shaped opalite, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get right into it. There's a person that has a major crush on you. They think you're a star and they're delaying themselves from talking to you. This reading is a little bit different because I only pulled 2 tarot cards and got the star and hanged man. This is telling me that they do genuinely think that you have star potential and they're just waiting to see what to do about this. Most of the cards I pulled today are just oracle cards. I was called to pull the oracle cards, and so the first card we got is the number 44, 6th house. You might be a Virgo, they might be a Virgo, and it says sustainability on here. There's also the full chakras, and it's a very colorful card. I feel like you might meet at the gym, you might meet in a health and healing type of space, you might even be doing energy healing or focusing on healing or aligning your chakras while you are going to meet this person. And we also got this card. This square card that says tension is the number 54. together. They might be having tension in their body and they went to a masseuse, you went to a masseuse, or you're the masseuse. And with this tension and this health and healing that they're trying to do, they manifested you. We're also getting Saturn, the number 24 card, if that is significant to you. This relationship is going to be very structured. I feel like you guys are going to have routines together, whether that's going to the gym together, focusing on your health together, doing things to align your chakras together, even meditating together. It's a very healing relationship. I also got the trust card. We are seeing an eye here, and we also have Scorpio and the number 21. This is basil, and that's a very protecting herb as this relationship develops. Might cause a lot of evil eye, but basil protects against evil eye. That's why there's this eye here. This is a very protecting herb. So you might want to start working with basil. There's a lot of ways to work with basil, but this card is also telling me that you guys will trust each other to the deepest depths, because Scorpio is somebody that doesn't allow people to break their trust. If you do something to break their trust, they're going to cut it off. And Spirit is telling me to run with this message right now. There might have been people in the past that broke one or both of your guys' trust. So your tolerance for lies, your tolerance for breaking trust is none. It's none. At this stage of your life, you're not dealing with that. You're really looking for marriage. So are they. And they feel very hot and spicy about you, because I got the stimulation card, and this is chilies. What are we getting on this card? There's Aries energy, very fiery. There are obviously chilies, and there's a feather, which is a very spiritual thing. And the number 18, 1 + 8 is 9. If any of those numbers are significant to you. So this person is stimulated by your presence. You will also be stimulated by their presence. You guys are both going to be mutually healing each other. 333 on the clock. This is a divine connection, because again, with Saturn is very karmic. Saturn is very karmic. I'm not saying that this is a karmic relationship. It's just that you guys are meant to meet, and it's meant to go somewhere as well. We are also getting the wisdom card. You guys are both individually wise. This is also telling me that you might meet later in life. The number 22 card here and the North Node here. The North Node is the reason why we reincarnate again. It is something missing in our past lives, an energy, a field that we haven't fully mastered, haven't fully explored. Our souls want to come back down on earth to explore that area of life. I'm going to run with an example here. Let's see if I could get the astro deck. I got the 10th house. So if your North Node is in the 10th house, that means your South Node, K2, is in the 4th house. So that could mean that you have had many lives of dealing with 4th house things, which is family, home, motherhood. So you might have focused a lot on motherhood rather than trying to chase your career. If your North Node is in the 10th house in this life, then that means that you want to do something in the career field, something that your soul isn't that comfortable with. Another example is, if you have this, you might be somebody that was a young mother and easily mother. That's not a hard thing to you. Some people say mothering is very, very difficult, but you feel like it's really easy and really fun and really pleasurable. This is something your soul has done life and life again. If your North Node is in the 10th house, that means you put your career on the back burner on so many lives that you literally reincarnate to try to have a good career, a successful career that you've been wanting. I'm not trying to explain so much North Node in 10th house. I just gave that example so you understand the energy of having a North Node in a love reading. You're fated. You might have literally wanted to meet each other again, plan this life again. And honestly, you guys, your spouse, I just accidentally rolled the dice and it was the 6th house, which is Virgo energy, but it's also about material, practical things, like the practical things down here, the daily mundane things that we have to do. I feel when we were in the other, when you guys were still in the other, not here on the planet yet, you planned to meet, you were fated to meet. Let's roll all the astro dice and see if we can get a message. First house, Gemini and Mercury. Mercury actually rules Gemini. You guys are going to be able to yap. With that first house too, that is who you guys are. I feel like both of you are on the same energy. You're both very intellectual. You're both very curious. You can talk about anything and everything. It could go from a spiritual conversation to a practical conversation to a conversation about a completely new idea. Everything is going to be discussed in this relationship because you guys are big on wisdom, big on Saturnian things. Saturn is always going to push you towards becoming a better version of you. And then another card that I pulled was actually the Harvest card. So this card has the number 43 on there. If that's significant to you, 4 + 3 is 7. And this card says, as the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. Both of you are very driven. The Saturn, the 6th house in harvest is telling me that you both work very hard, okay? You're both individually successful in your fields, in your career. You either actually also might be coworkers, because the 6th house can also be workplaces and coworkers. Again, with the only 2 tarot that I pulled so far, the Star and the Hanged Man, they just think that you're a complete star in your fields or when they see you, and they're just hesitant to come approach you. This message is for some of you. If you do meet in a workplace, this is angelically guided, okay? But of course, they don't want to overstep. You don't want to hit on a coworker or ask a coworker out if you don't really get any hints, any signs. So it might be a little bit of a slow build up, but I'm sensing that you guys, I saw a whole vision. Bear with me here. He's dropping hints. He'll bring you little treats, little snacks if you guys work together, doing little things for you, completing a little bit of your work even, or helping you out with your work projects. He is teetering right on that edge of, you don't know if he's just a nice coworker, a really kind coworker that really just wants to help, or if he likes you. He almost gives a father figure protective energy over you. He is always looking out for you. He even takes notes for you if you guys have to do meetings together, things like that. And he just helps you out, constantly is helping you out. And that is your sign that this guy actually likes you. He just doesn't know how to really verbalize that. What he does for you is just more practical. Let's get more tarot now. I got this tower, and another card just flew out. I got this Tower and the Page of Swords. He doesn't want to ruin a friendship. Yes, that's literally what I heard. Doesn't want to ruin a friendship. If you are coworkers, he doesn't want to ruin that, because it's going to be really awkward, because you're going to have to constantly see each other. But the Tower card is actually talking about basically throwing away anything that doesn't work, letting it fall to shit, and just rebuilding from there. He really wants to build something with you. You're literally, in his eyes, his future spouse. His whole future in a person. You might have actually known each other for quite a while, because 6 of Cups typically talks about revisiting the past, childhood memories, innocence, and joy. Look at these 2. They're cute. They look really young. For this particular reading though, it's also just telling me he might even bring you flowers. If you guys are working together, he might just bring you flowers, and throws you off because you're like, is this like an innocent thing that he's doing, or is he into me? Because he hasn't actually said anything. So I don't know, and I don't want to assume. Both of you are very unassuming, okay? And 2 of Swords. This is talking about indecision. This is a completely different tarot. I pulled all different tarot decks. He's very indecisive of doing this, because what I'm getting is he either can keep you as a friend or a good coworker, a connection in his life for many years, the rest of his life even, or he can tell you his feelings, go for you, and risk maybe you not feeling the same way. He might feel like he's a little illusioned into thinking that you might reciprocate even if you don't. So I feel like he needs a little bit more of direct communication. I think he's taking a slow and methodical approach because of the circumstances. I did get the 6th house, so you might work together, or it even could be you go to the same gym. If this doesn't work out, it's like you guys are still at the same gym. So it's awkward for him, but he needs to just shoot his shot. I'm gonna pull a Goddess Oracle. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got the Goddess of the Future. I'm not sure if I can pronounce that. Goddess School. I'll let you guys read that. That is the number 47 if that is significant to you. Oh gosh, her eyes are really piercing. This card, let me show you this card again. Oh my gosh. You see that? That's crazy. You are literally, maybe you have really bright blue eyes, or they do, and they just literally see you as a very striking, very striking, beautiful person, okay? And then 4 plus 7 is 11, so that is a very fated number as well. Gosh, this card is so stunning. I feel like you take his breath away. I literally just lost my breath for a second, and that's why he's just really taking it slow, really thinking, I don't know, too gorgeous. If he could just work through his fears, he literally sees you as his future. That's really cute. I literally pulled a communication card. Stop. Okay, he needs to have direct communication, and there's a Pisces on here, and this is all making sense. There's a number 2, and there's also a feather ink right here. What I'm getting from this is he feels like if he could write you a letter, he'd be able to better communicate to you. This is somebody that would rather write you a poem, a letter, than try to communicate their feelings to you. Why am I choking up on my words? That's the energy. Usually I'm just really high energy, but I'm just feeling hesitant. There's a hesitant energy. It's almost like you want to confess your feelings, but then you're tongue-tied. That's literally what it is. He tries to show you in little ways to see if you will reciprocate. My advice for you is, if you're slightly interested in him, when you do meet him, when this person comes into your life, show him little signs back. If he brought you flowers, maybe you can go observe what he likes. I don't know, if he likes chocolate or something, you can get get his favorite candy or chocolate, favorite drink or whatever, and you could just make it casual. You don't have to be like super direct either if you don't feel direct. You can get the favorite item and say, oh, hey, I saw you enjoying this the other day and I have extra ones, so I brought it for you. Casual. See what he says, see what he does. That's gonna give him a new opportunity to reveal stuff to you. And I just saw 444 on the clock. I just feel he needs a little bit of hints, signs back before he goes full force, but he literally thinks that you are future potential. Wish fulfillment potential. Because we all know 1111 make a wish. And that's what I'm getting when I pick up that card. I'm feeling called to pull one more card. Pardon my reach. We have a lot of decks here. All right, I got this card. Here's the front. Isn't that cute? Look at that. And here's the back. I'll read it to you, but you can also read it for yourself. Okay, it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. I'm gonna also show you the image again. Do you see how the heart is actually on the masculine and the feminine is looking away? What I'm getting from this is actually when you're apart, he really still has a lot of strong feelings for you. He thinks about you and he feels like this is a divine connection with these angel wings. He feels like you were put in the same place at the same time to be able to have this opportunity of love. If you guys work together, he feels like that's not even seeing you enough, which is so cute because the average job, you go in several times a week. Yeah, if you're a full-time person, it's 40 hours a week or more. Depends on your country, but we work a lot, right? All over the world, we work a lot. They just feel even when you're physically apart, even though you spend a lot of time together at work, or it doesn't have to be work, the gym, whatever, whenever you're apart, he always feels connected to you. Like you guys, this is not like just some random person that you meet. This is somebody that you either will meet soon. This is how the connection will develop, and it's just a slow build. And this person, is it intense to say that they basically fall in love with you almost right away and it just develops more and more intensely over time? That's what I'm getting though from this, because it just feels they don't want to mess up. They want to do it the right way. And that's just honestly really honorable. I can really respect that because it's so valid. If he's incorrect with his feelings, then he loses you as a friend forever. But if he is correct, then he could start a whole life with you, have a whole spouse. He's really gonna have to decide. But again, we did have that Two of Swords. So that is why he is holding on, hanging on to his feeling, but he might miss the opportunity. That's the truth. If he delays way too long, then he might miss the opportunity. But I think giving him a little bit of hints back is going to be able to really help him. Okay, that's all I have for you today, my loves. If you like this reading, make sure you claim it down below or just comment something down below if it resonated. I love to read your comments. It's my favorite thing to do. I love liking your comments, so make sure you leave me something down below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can get more readings from me, and also like this video. Okay, bye.